felt called to share, and the vocabulary and the message behind this drawing, which is about moving into the higher states, the higher planes, and also the fifth and sixth states of matter and beyond. In this stage that I felt called to draw, I was in a period where I was questioning who really is in control of this. I had things come up about not only childhood, the beginning of creation, and who's really in charge of this process and ascension. When I get shown things, of course, sometimes you just start questioning who is really running the show. And when I felt called to draw, what I thought I was going to draw was a dragon and the merging of the past and the future, the upper kingdom and the lower kingdom, the head and the tail of the dragon. But that's not what came out. It was this drawing of a sparrow. It was the outline. Well, I happened to be listening to a video it was a video of a woman talking about God, and as I finished the outline, she said sparrow. Then I moved into, right away, the eyes, and Caramundo is the word that came through, and I searched to see if any other word sounded like that already meant anything, that was already part of a vocabulary or a language. And what I got was Caram Dio, which is before the face of God. In this process, this happened within seconds. This was God saying, I am the eyes of your wings. I am in charge. I am the one that is going to take you on this flight into these higher planes. This was also a higher heart and throat activation. The sparrow also does represent the heart, the higher heart, and the throat. El Quinte Cayondu, that was another term I got. And what that means is us moving into these higher states and planes as one body. Then I came across an old screenshot I took about plasma, and then it moved me into the sixth state of matter, which is this Bose-Einstein condensate is a state of matter formed when a gas of bosons such as is cooled down close to absolute zero. At this low temperature, the atoms become a single entity with quantum properties. These condensates straddle the boundary between the microscopic world governed by quantum mechanics and the macroscopic world governed by classical physics. Plasma is superheated matter, so hot that the electrons are ripped away from the atoms, forming an ionized gas. It comprises over 99% of the visible universe. In the night sky, plasma glows in the form of stars, nebulas, and even the auroras that sometimes ripple above the north and south poles. That branch of lightning that cracks the sky is plasma. So are the neon signs along our city streets. And so is our sun, the star that makes life on Earth possible. Plasma is often called the fourth state of matter, along with solid, liquid, and gas, just as liquid will boil, changing into a gas when energy is added. Heating a gas will form a plasma, a soup of positively charged particles, which are ions, and negatively charged particles, which are electrons. This day, it also just so happened that down the road, there were a lot of fire trucks at a business, and they thought that there was a gas leak, but this is moving into those higher states and planes. Because so much of the universe is made of plasma, its behavior and properties are of intense interest to scientists in many disciplines. And according to the Maya, we have entered the sixth sun. This process began in 2012, I would say, officially. And I would say that it's officially the sixth sun as of this past Easter. This sixth sun is the rising of the feminine Christ. The sixth sun is feminine. In other ancient cultures, in Egypt and other times, we also had a feminine sun. I also consider the sun genderless in a sense. It is also both masculine and feminine, as it is the heart, but it is more masculine or more feminine. Just like the pineal gland is the feminine Christ, this is somewhat what I relate it to. So when we have transcended, so the last sun, the fifth sun, the throat chakra, what we have been overcoming is the throat, beheadings, right? Not able to use our voice. This is what we have been overcoming in order to reach the sixth sun, is using our voice. And this is what all of our ancestors dealt with, the wounds. Now we are in a new dream, which is the pineal. I'm calling it the pineal sun. Like this is the dream of the heart. This is the eye of the heart. I will not be getting into the history of the suns and how this is relative to Mary's eye and her son and Christ, but the sun is Christ and is in everything. So when you're wondering why, how it is, the sun, the eye, God can see and sense and know everything because it is everything. The sun is in everything. It is the source of our life. Of course, the sun was created by something greater, but life as we know it, that what we are doing here, we are the sun. We are of the sun, and the sun is within us. The sun is consciousness and connected to the heart. This is now going to be the vision of your heart, of your dreams that you are bringing into reality. And the main message here is that God is with you and is your eyes on your wings throughout this process. You can see she is shape-shifting in here, in a sense, into a sparrow. There is protection behind the mouth of God, where the dreams are breathed in to us. The state of consciousness, the group of people in particular, not that it's not everybody, again, the lower half and the higher half have merged, but the body of people that have reached the state of consciousness are all one body, all connected through and through the heart, through this state of consciousness. The art itself, the drawing, is protected, and the whole message is, so are the words. But the words, the vocabulary, if you would like to use them to connect, I will be and am bringing forth vocabulary terms. This is part of my work, is bringing forth vocabulary that we can all share with one another. So go ahead and meditate on it if it feels right. See what you get from it. The drawing itself, I do not, however, give permission for it to be copied or used for any purposes, even personal. And again, that is also protected. It will be published as well. El Quinte Kayondu. This is moving into those higher planes. This is complete flight. This is in your wings. This is the matrix of body of us all that are now all connected, like I read in that sixth state of matter. This is the higher heart and beyond. This is the rainbow bridge between realities and your ability to move back and forth between them freely. This is also very astronaut-like. Caramundo or Coramundo, this is God being present and with you and in your wings at all times.